In this tutorial, we'll look at how to manage product prices. SellerCloud has a number of tools to help you manage pricing across multiple channels. Pricing is managed from within SellerCloud, so the user does not need to directly access the marketplace portals. Prices can be adjusted based on fixed rules, or they can be repriced based on competitor prices using an integrated third-party software. You can also take measures to prevent selling the item at too low a price. Let's begin by setting a price on a product. On the product homepage, you can enter a default site price. On each channel's properties page, like the Amazon properties page, for example, you can set a different price specific for that channel. Or you can use the default price by checking the Use Default checkbox. By default, the Use Default option will be enabled. The price changes can be tracked by clicking the plus sign next to the price field. The price history log will display the date and time of the change and will also log the user who changed it. A quicker way to manage pricing across all channels is to use the Prices page, located in the toolbox on the product homepage. You can also get to the Prices page by clicking on the Manage Prices link next to the site price. In this grid, the product displays at the beginning of the row, with columns for pricing on all enabled marketplaces. If there are shadow SKUs, they will display in rows beneath the parent SKU. You can now easily set pricing for each marketplace individually, or you can check the Use Default checkbox to use the site price as that marketplace's price. The Check All button will set the default price as the selling price for all channels. SellerCloud can reprice your products based on fixed rules, such as estimated shipping costs and profit margins. Listings can also be repriced based on competitor pricing by integrating with a third-party repricing platform. Managing repricing is outlined in greater detail in another video tutorial. SellerCloud also has safeguards to prevent selling an item at too low a value. This may happen through human error, like where a wrong price was entered, or it may occur when the cost of the item adjusts significantly. In the Settings menu, open the Client Settings. Enabling this option will validate that the site price is at least a certain percentage of the site cost. For example, if you want the price to always be at least 15% more than the site cost, enter 115%. If the price being entered is less than that amount, an error message will display when saving the product after the edit. Likewise, you can configure this client setting to put an order on hold if the selling price is less than 115%, for example, of the site cost. While this will ensure that the site price was entered correctly the first time, you may want to change the site cost dynamically to make sure that the site price is always 115% more than the site cost. To do this, scroll up to the top of the cost-related section in the client settings. Here you have the option of automatically updating the site cost based on the cost of the item as it was received in the last purchase order. Alternatively, you can enable this option to automatically update the site cost based on the item's average cost. As the cost of the item changes, the site price will adjust accordingly. These options are explained in greater detail in another video tutorial. To help ensure that the site cost is not changed erroneously, thereby affecting the site price, enable the Protect Site Cost setting. This setting will prevent any user who does not have a client admin role from editing the site cost. This client setting will add a flag to Inventory Arrivals page. The Inventory Arrivals page is located on the Inventory menu. All items received in purchase orders are displayed in the grid on this page. When the Add a Flag to Inventory Arrivals page client setting is enabled, an icon will flag items whose average cost has changed. Hovering over the icon will show the original and new values. You can now go and adjust the site price accordingly to ensure that the selling price is what you want it to be. You can also send a customized price to a specific marketplace using a custom price calculation. The custom calculation can be based on any variable or logic. including sending a price that is a set percentage greater than the site cost. Using a custom price calc, the system will ignore the channel price. Rather, it will send a calculated price based on your parameters. Custom calculations can be configured by SellerCloud support. SellerCloud can also manage sale prices on Magento. On the Magento Properties page, click the Manage Prices tab. In these fields, you can set the sale price and date range for the sale. To learn more about managing product prices, please visit wiki.sellercloud.com.